Hello everyone, I am Manas Srivastav and you are watching the UPSC Essentials of the Indian Express. And today we are going to discuss one of the very important surveys in news. This is Reports and Policies at a Glance. Reports, surveys and government policies are very essential elements of UPSC Civil Services examination, be it prelims or mains. One such survey which was in news is the National Achievement Survey or the NAS 2021. Saurabh Roy Burman of the Indian Express has covered various elements of this NAS 2021 in a series of articles. We are going to look at some of the key elements of this survey. NAS stands for National Achievement Survey. According to the NAS website, NAS is the largest nationwide and sample-based education survey which is conducted across India. The NAS website and also the articles by Saurabh Roy Burman tell us that it is conducted to provide structural feedback on student learning at three levels: the district, the state, and the national levels. The third point, which is a basic point which you should know, is that the inputs are used in policy planning and designing interventions can be done to improve the quality of education. The NAS website also tells us the important objective of NAS 2021, which is to evaluate children's progress and learning competencies as an indicator of the efficiency of the education system so as to take appropriate steps for remedial actions at different levels. So, NAS will be a guiding tool to improve the education system in our country. This objective should be kept in mind while you are writing your mains answer. The question which should hit your mind is that who conducts NAS? This is a basic question which all of you should know. So the NAS or the National Achievement Survey is undertaken by Department of Education and Literacy of the Ministry of Education. And it is under the Ministry of Education that the CBSE conducts this survey. Let me give you a basic data about this survey. The basic data here is that about 34 lakh students of 1.18 lakh schools in 720 districts from both rural and urban areas have participated in NAS 2021. Now, they are not going to ask you the data, but if you support this data with the answer, you get a brownie point. So sometimes these basic data become very essential in your answer writing. Also, keep in mind that the NCERT has designed the assessment framework and tools for NAS 2021. The last 2 points which I think all the aspirants should know is that the NAS was conducted at class 3, class 5, class 8 and class 10th level. And finally, the school included in NAS 2021 are not just the government schools. They are the government schools, the government aided schools, the private unaided schools, and the central government schools. So you see, the website of the NAS tells us some basic points which you should keep in mind while talking about the NAS. Now, moving from here to the key elements of the NAS survey. To answer this, we'll be referring to Saurabh Roy Burman's articles from the Indian Express. The very first point that Saurabh Roy Burman's articles and his explained section tell us about the NAS is that the report card of NAS 2021 show that across grades, the performance of students has taken a hit compared to 2017 when it was done previously. There is no points to guess. The correct answer of why this happened is because of the COVID. Saurabh Roy Burman also chalked down another important point from the survey, and he explains it with an example. Let's see what he talks about. He says that a comparative analysis showed in the survey that the national average scores of students across subjects have dropped up by 47 marks. Let us consider an example or the following point which is mentioned in the survey. In class 3, the average score of subjects in language, maths and EVS has dropped by 13, 15 and 14 marks respectively. When we see in class 5th, the scores in language, maths and EVS have dropped by 10, 26 and 27 marks. Talking about class 8th, the national average scores of language, maths and science, social science have come down by 5, 24 and 23 marks. There's a similar case in class 10th also. Now, you don't have to worry about these scores. What you have to generally understand that the scores in various classes have come down, which is a matter of concern. And that is the point which you have to highlight in your mains answer. What is a good thing here? That the English score has risen by 24 marks. You can easily remember this and put that in your answer script. Saurabh Roy Burman has highlighted this aspect of the report as well. He picks up some important points from the report and says that overall, except Punjab and Rajasthan, the performance of nearly all states have declined compared to 2017 levels. This is mentioned in the report. Also, there are no marked difference between scores of boys and girls. So there is no difference in the domains of marks which the boys are getting and girls are getting. So the overall decline in the scores is seen, irrespective of gender. There are some community-wise variations though. What are these variations? For instance, in case of class 8th science, the scores of general category students have dropped by 9 marks as compared to 28 in scheduled caste, 26 in scheduled tribe and 19 in OBC. So this is a point which you should mention in your answer, that how community-wise there is a difference according to the NAS report. Also importantly, there is a distinct rural-urban divide as well. How? With the maths scores of class 8 students enrolled in rural school dropping by 12 marks, as compared to just 4 marks drop if we see the students of urban centers. To answer this question, Saurabh Roy Burman quotes Rukmini Banerjee. Now, Rukmini Banerjee is the CEO of the Pratham Foundation, which publishes annual status of educational report or the ASER, and this is a very important point for your prelims, that who publishes the ASER report and who publishes the NAS. And what does Rukmini Banerjee says? To quote, all data that is coming out is indicating that we need to seriously work on the foundational learning, and NAS is no exception. It has come at the right time, and as the new year school begins and schools reopen after the summer holidays, the work is cut out for authorities. What NAS says is what we all have been worrying about. Unquote. So dear students, this report is very essential for you to study. You don't need to go into the depth or to learn the data or ratify it. What you have to do is look into the basic points, the suggestions and the implications. Also, don't miss the important articles related to education and NAS by Saurabh Roy Burman of the Indian Express. UPSC Key and UPSC Essentials are two important initiatives by the Indian Express which will help you in your journey to the civil services exams. Don't forget to subscribe to the Indian Express for more such videos. Think smart, work hard, conquer your goals.